Yeah.
Weighing in
What's
at
going on?
100 and something pounds.
We're here.
6'2", tanking midfield.
Hey,
Yo, ping the ball into me, but it's gonna bounce off my feet. It's my brother. He looked after me when I was younger. It's my code D. His family. He's a shit Arsenal fan, but we love him. His family.
Mate,
His
top
friends.
gooner, mate. Come
Top
on.
gooner.
Come on,
Yeah,
happy
he's
to
known
be
for
here,
being-
lads, man. Happy to be here. Trust me, man. You know it's all love. You know you're all my boys, my family. You get me?
come on,
And
G.
I appreciate, man, having me here, man. Serious. You know, it's been a long time coming. And obviously, all I'll be seeing is all you dickhead Man United fans trying to corn my team. I thought, let me just get in here one time and give a reality check. You get me? Champions of England, you better address us correctly because we're your champions. You
You're
understand
shit
what I'm saying?
champions, bro. You're
It don't
shit
matter.
champions.
Like, what are we?
Shit.
Shit,
My
what?
internet broke
Champions?
out. My internet
Champions?
broke out.
That's what I thought. All right,
Shit.
then. Champions of England. You don't know. Come on, Arsenal.
Champions of corners and throw-ins.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe you lot should get better at corners and throw-ins. You might just win something. You
We
shit
are, blood.
bastards.
We are. We just got Tillemans. You hear me?
Oh,
Come on.
Tillemans. Listen,
Come
champions
on.
of England, bro. Champions of England, innit? That's it, man.
Hey,
Just
get
make
me
sure.
out of here, man.
Listen, you know when you're gonna address my team, yeah, on this show, just make sure you address us as the champions. You understand what I'm saying?
Champions are shit.
It don't matter what you say, bro. It's like what I
Oi,
said to you
oi.
on Twitter. It's like a man who are punched up telling me, bro, I'll bang you out, bro. Nah, mate. Champions of England, bro.
But you know them youths that you hit and they keep hitting up. That's me though. That's me. You're gonna hit me. I'm gonna say, "Alright, what? Is that what you got, yeah?"
That's
Say
that
no
never
more.
say die United spirit, and that's why obviously you finished 15th and lost to Tottenham in the Europa League final. And
Hondo, but we're
And
still
then,
here. We
bro,
ain't missing like Liverpool.
Yo,
fans,
we're
bro.
back in Champions League, fam. That's all we gotta say in it. That's all that matters now, and we got more games now, and it coming up for the season. So we got something to relish for. Games to go. I can't wait to the European nights at Old Trafford before
Right.
well,
a
you know
new
what?
Trafford gets built.
It's big for United because I remember I was talking about this with my other lads, and I was saying how important Champions League football is, not just for the fans in terms of like the spectacle, knowing that you're in the competition, but you know in terms of like financially, the revenue, the TV sponsors, all this and all that. Like even something as little as like you see the effort Adidas have put into your kits this season. Like it sounds funny, but when you're in the Champions League, because obviously we've been both massive clubs, not obviously as big as Man United, but both massive teams not being in the Champions League regularly. You take massive financial hits, man. But
Big hit.
it's good to see the OGs of the Prem.
Oi, this is what
back.
I'm saying, man.
You know what I mean?
You know, I was joking about with you saying, yo, I want to see that rivalry again, United Arsenal.
I think he's frozen.
No, he's hurt himself.
The youth's done something.
Go. You're strong. Come on.
Man, you sound
Now
like Simba,
one
fam.
tier, blood. That's my nephew. You hear me?
Simba.
Come on.
But
Anyway,
it is.
I want to see that rivalry again, man. Do you know what I'm saying? In the Premier League, that's what I want to see.
That was a real rivalry. Like we've been watching all this like City Pool rivalry where it's like, yeah, don't get me wrong, in terms of football quality, in terms of like top tier teams, two of the best teams in the world going at it, yeah, cool. But there wasn't that nastiness to it. And obviously, Arsenal United, bruv, we still hate each other.
Yeah.
We see each other on the
Pep
streets. It's
and
not
Klopp
love.
were beaten. They
Do
were
you know what I
beaten.
mean? So yeah, I think it'll be good to see the good old the OGs, the ones that the two teams that made the Prem what it is, back fighting for the league title. But I was saying this to Hoyo before you lot got on. I said, look, I think it's going to be Arsenal United top two, but I still think I still think Arsenal are going to win it by a distance though.
Okay,
Like,
let's talk about that because I got a few questions for you. You know me, blood.
yeah,
I'm
go
trying
on.
to find out if you genuinely think that you no doubt your favorites in it. There's no doubt your favorites. You won the league already. You got the most stable manager, stable team going. Do you genuinely think you're gonna go for it again and win it again in the style that you did this year?
As in walk it.
I
To be fair,
don't think it's that easy, bro.
I don't think we walked it last season. I think it was tough for us last season. Man
You
City
were
went.
walking, and then
Man
you
City went.
buckled.
Yeah, but you know what it is? you got you got to remember the only team I've seen, or the only two teams I've seen that start to finish are just going at it was Liverpool and Man City, and they had the two best managers in the world, Klopp and Pep, and then they had all the best players in the world. Do you know what I mean? So it was never going to be easy for us. 22 years, ain't won the league, all that pressure, come second 3 times in a row. It weren't going to be easy. There was going to be that nervousness, like, oh, we slipped up. And obviously, a lot of fans did think, when we went level with City on points, or when City went level with us on points, should I say, a lot of us did think like, yo, we about to like slip again, but we just got through it, and we did what we had to do. We got through it, and then I think this season now the pressure's off. We're going into this season as champions. We ain't got anything to prove. We've done it. Do you know what I mean? So, do I
I
think
don't
we're gonna
know.
walk it? Not necessarily walk it, but do I think we're going to play a better style of football? 100%. Do I think we're going to win the league by a decent gap? Yeah, I do. Just logically, and I'm thinking last 4 years we've accumulated the most points. We ain't finished nowhere below second. And then who's really got the consistency to keep up with us? Man United are playing more competitions. That's going to take a massive toll on your team. Champions League football, FA Cup, League Cup, Premier League. You need the squad depth to keep up.
I
And I
hear
don't
it.
think anyone can really. When I'm looking at Arsenal's squad, I'm thinking, all right, apart from our attackers, which are awful, I'm not going to lie, our attack is awful.
But
But
that's where you need to improve
Inks
massively
are
in it.
shit
nah,
at that though.
100%,
Because what
man.
I'm trying to say is the way that you man played football last year was heavily reliant on your defense. That's not everyone knows
Mm.
that. Defense wins you titles. But with Saliba out first 2-3 months, I don't know how long it is. And then you've got Rice, he's looking all tired. He's come back from 6 weeks
Mm.
holidays, back in school. He's lost his pencil case, as H has said, you know what I'm saying? He's back and he's tired already, fam. It's gonna be big. It's gonna be a big thing for you, man. And then you don't have that attack. You don't have that
Mm.
flair up front. Apart from
They
Saka,
do, they
bro.
do. Vinny Jr. is there
Oh
at the
shit.
top.
Listen, your
Hey,
Vinny
wingers are your wingers. Ahmed
Genie
Diallo,
Jr.
Junior,
bro, and
blood.
Kinder
Yo,
Mbeumo. Do you know
Ahmad
what I mean,
Diallo got the most dribbles in the group stages of the World Cup, fam. Yo, don't debate this geezer. He will
mate?
literally terrorize defenders. He'll put Van Dijk on his ass, put him back in the GTA strip club on that, put Gomez in there as well at the same time. And he'll literally take Kirkers with him as well in it, as like to be a little bartender, the little bitch in it. We're gonna have the
Oi.
chains. We're gonna have Anfield's chains again. 2 years running it back, bro.
Fuck
Like the
Anfield,
Hangover
man.
1 and 2,
Are you
fam.
trying to put
Anfield
it
is
on
relevant
Anfield?
right
Trying to
now.
put it on Liverpool?
Listen.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
I'll
I'm trying to
be honest with you, boys. I agree. I don't think our attack is amazing, but the thing is about Arsenal, we still scored the second most goals in the league last season.
Fahad How, fam.
It doesn't matter how though.
No, but I'm saying,
It does. It doesn't. It doesn't
is
matter
that
how we did
sustainable
it.
long term?
You know what it is? I think when your defense is that good, you can win 1-0. You can win games 1-0. Yeah,
And
maybe Man
who
United
was
can't
scoring
because
them?
you got Martinez and Maguire and all these jokers at the back. You know what I mean? But when you got Big Gabby at the back, and you got the best keeper in the league at the back, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I
It's a bit
dare
of a
you to
different
say Big
story. You
Willie at
get
the
me?
back. I dare you. You don't want to say that, do you?
Hold
'Cause you're
tight,
not.
Big Willie. Hold tight, Big Willie
Go and
Saliba.
say Big Willie
You
at the
get
back.
me? Hold tight, Big Willie at the back. Oh no, you get
Ah,
me?
Oh
Astaghfirullah.
my god.
But yeah, no, obviously our attack is it's just one of them ones, and it's like it's not great, but our defense is world class. And when you like Fergie said on it, attack wins your games, defense wins your titles. And if Saka's at his best, we got Marino back who just scores clutch goals. Got Gyökeres. You know what I mean?
But Fred, real talk though, yeah? Aren't you a bit concerned thinking, yo, Rice and Saka, they looked a bit fried, let's be honest. Of course,
Mm,
Saka, they're going to pick back up eventually. But then again, they have to come into this season fighting all guns blazing in all four competitions, bro. And then you got to worry about Saliba's got a back injury, which he's not getting properly addressed, bro. So he is
mm.
taking a rest. But as you know, with back injuries, bro, they can fuck up your career differently, bro.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
we've seen it with Neymar, we've seen it with Bear.
Yeah,
Look at the
100.
lit right now, bro. The lit come back and whatever. Rashford, we've had it personally, fam. That's what I'm saying. So back injuries are a big thing. That's Saliba. And then you're talking about like Gyökeres, obviously trampoline feet, bro. Fucking now, bro. He's using an impulse grenade every time he's touching the ball. No, I'm saying Fortnite antics.
Listen.
But nah, real talk though, man. There's a lot of energy to go, and then Timber's injury prone as well, bro.
Yeah.
Let's call it how it is. And so real talk. How you actually feeling about the start of the season? Are you a little bit concerned?
You know what it is? I'm not as concerned as maybe.
He's concerned still.
He's very concerned.
Hey,
Concerned is
he
his middle
bottled
name.
it.
He's so concerned. He left. He's that concerned. I asked him. He goes, "I'm not that concerned, but I'm just gonna leave the damn
Yo,
thing."
that seems of uncertainty, fam. Or you want to call it?
Certain team, man.
So anyway, ask what you asked before then. So what was you saying? So you were saying about
So boom.
Are you not concerned?
Are you not concerned?
Yeah, concerned.
all right, so just like obviously man watch Arsenal every game. Do you know what I mean? I know how structured we are. I know how solid we are. I'm not gonna expect man to understand the way I understand it, you get me? But I'm not worried. I'll be honest, I'm not worried.
Not
We
in the
can put my
slightest.
scare. Nah. I just think we're at a point now where we're so stable that even with injuries to Timber, like don't get it twisted, Timber was injured last season, we won the Prem. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the big thing is Saliba. I'm not gonna lie to you. Losing Saliba's like, mate, that's a big loss. Massive loss. But I think we're linked to Eric Konsa and Kunde or whatever. I just think as long as we can get someone in who's a decent centre back, like I really rate Konsa. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
Under the
if we
ball
can
as
get
well.
Konsa in, yeah, I like Konsa. If we can get Konsa in, I think we're fine. I just think the structure is so solid. And then obviously you got Declan Rice, Bruno Guimarães, Miles Lewis Skelly. Even though I don't really rate him too highly, but Zubamendi as well. I just think, yeah, man, the team's just solid, in it. Like the team's just solid all round. And for someone to beat us to the league, and this is not me hyping up my team, and like I said, remember, we've won the Prem and we're Champions League finalists. Like we are a top team in Europe, innit? So for someone to beat us to the league, they've got to be on our levels, and I just don't see how Carrick in his first season, first full season, is going to win the Prem. Maresca's going to do it in his first season. Areola at Liverpool's going to do it. I just don't see it. And then you've got Mikel Arteta, who's finished second and first in the last 4 years, and it's
So
just
what
like,
if
all
you
right,
don't then? Is it
yeah,
gonna be a mad thing? Because if you're in the best position to do it, all these managers are coming here brand new. So I'm
yeah.
saying you man have been there, you're in year 11. All these man are year 7s for you. But you might get rushed by the year 7s.
Yo,
And
listen,
it
back when
hurts
I was in school,
sometimes. It
back when I
hurts.
was in school, we rushed a few years 11s as well. You get me? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It could happen.
Yeah, obviously, look, anything can happen in football. There's like the what ifs. You can go around infinitely. What if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens? But when I'm just looking at it purely from like a logical point of view, that actually, you know what, we've got a very stable team. We've got a stable spine. We've got stability in the club, the manager. We're in a very good place. It's just hard for me to be like, yeah, this team's going to beat us to the Prem. And I think Man United are going to finish second. Do you know what I mean? But
We'll
does
take
that
that
mean
all
that
day, I'll be
does
honest.
that mean I think that United are going to be close to Arsenal? I don't think so. I was saying this to Hoyle before you boys got on.
Yeah. Like literally,
Um,
I can tell you right now, innit? Like
how many points gap there was between first, second, third, and fourth? You know what I mean?
I'll tell you for the last 4 seasons, and so we'll start off in the 2022-2023. City won the league in it with 89 points, and Arsenal finished on 84 points. In the 23-24 season, City finished on 91 points, Arsenal finished on 89. In the 24-25 season, Liverpool finished on 84 points, Arsenal finished on 74. And finally, Arsenal finished in the 25-26 season with 85 points, and City, their closest second, finished on 78. And then United finished on 71, so we're 14 points behind them.
So you got to think that level of consistency for 4 years, then you've eventually won it, and then you're gonna we haven't added loads of players, but the transfer market's still open. Do you know what I mean? If we go and sign Julian Alvarez, if we go and sign, and is it Ndiaye from Everton?
He's a baller, and is a
Baller.
baller.
Is a
like it.
baller. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, we've got the squad depth to go right till the end, and we've done it. And our core of players, the ones who
Yeah.
won it, they're still there. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I do think confidently Arsenal are going to win the league, and if we don't win the league, then you know what it is. It is what
It's
it is. To
Arteta
go.
out, innit? It always is.
Nah, not at all, not at all. The man's earned his stay, and when you win the Prem, you've earned your stay. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's
as
not
long as you
no.
No,
don't
but
have a
I think
flop.
pressure's going to be elsewhere now. It's going to be Champions League, bro. You finish in the final now. The pressure's going to be there.
I still think there's pressure in the Premier League because all those reasons that you've stated, yeah, about Carrick first season, Retete, everyone else first season or whatever it is, embedding into playing Premier League football at a top club. But there is definitely going to be pressure at someone who's already achieved it. You have to go and do it
Definitely.
again. Do you know what I mean? That's what makes you a champion. We can easily say, yo, if it doesn't happen, you fall into the Leicester and the Blackburn category. That's not me
Mate,
taking the piss, but
No.
it's because
It's not. It's
no,
not
no,
that
no.
far low. I think they fall into the Liverpool category with what happened with Slot last season.
Potentially, but because what you've said about them having like a sustained run at being in the top three in the last 4 years, that's what kind of gives them the edge over it and not being a Blackburn or a Leicester.
Nah,
But
they're
bro, if
definitely
it,
not a Blackburn or a
bro,
Leicester.
no,
look,
they're not. That's what I'm saying.
I'm,
But if it goes drastically bad, which I don't think it will,
Oh, so they can be a Liverpool basically.
then it's
It
a
can go
mad
left.
thing.
It can be. It can go left.
look,
It can go left.
look. I'll put it like this to you, right? For you just got to think how many things have got to go wrong for it to go drastically bad for Arsenal.
Mm.
Even in the season where we had the most injuries, all our star players were out. We finished second, and we got to the semi-finals of the Champions League. The season after that, we've got to the Champions League final. Now, are you really looking at Arsenal realistically? Are you looking at Arsenal like, oh, they're falling off there, or are you looking at Arsenal like, oh, actually, they're getting stronger?
It
All our
just
players are
depends.
coming into their prime. Saka, Rice, just
Saka's
signed
not
Bruno
entering his
G is
prime, bro.
already in his prime. Saliba, Gabriel, Rea's the best goalkeeper in the league. You know, defense is the best in the world, and I'll stand on that. Our defense is the best in the world.
I hear
Our
that.
midfield now with Bruno G, mate, look at the depth in our midfield. You know what I mean? Like we've got an answer for every problem. That's what Mikel Arteta's philosophy is: having an answer for every problem. Do you know what I mean? So, like I said, if we don't win it, we don't win it. You can't predict what happens in football, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Mm,
Because yeah, I never thought Man United were going to finish third last season, and you did. So you never know what can happen. Um, but you know what? Spinning it back to Man United, don't get it twisted. Do you know what I mean? Because it could be a season where Chelsea up their level, Liverpool up their level,
Yeah,
and you
100.
lot could be in a top four battle. Do you know what I mean?
easily,
So what do you
definitely.
guys think about that? Like, do you think that last season you finished third? Obviously, playing one game a week, in my opinion, obviously helps. Your players are fresh all the time. Do you know what I mean? Bruno
Mhm.
Fernandes was obviously on absolute smoke last season, and you've got a good, especially like your front line from Bruno Fernandes onwards. You've got a very good front line: Sesko, Cunha, Embuemo, and then obviously Bruno Fernandes. But do you think, like, even I'm not even trying to big them up, but even Tottenham as well got a very good manager, got a very good
Yeah,
squad
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You guys might be in a serious battle for top four. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think that top four is the aim, or do you realistically think like obviously everyone wants to win the trophies, and it obviously, but realistically, for where you guys are, what are you expecting next season for Manchester United? Are you expecting just top four, or are you expecting battle for the league, win certain trophies, League Cup, FA Cup, deep run into the Champions League? Like, what are you guys actually expecting realistically?
Who wants to go first?
I'll go first, and I'll say minimum. It has to be Champions League football. That's a minimum for me. But at the same time, in a little trophy run would be too audacious to dream about. Because like an FA Cup or a League Cup, we could get far in these competitions. It just depends on whether we're willing to give the youth a chance as well going forward in it. Because it's not like we've had any major signings. Like if our transfer finished today, we'd have to rely on some of the youth to step up. We've got no
Yeah.
choice in that department. And the League Cups and FA Cups is where they could shine and Carrick make believe that, like, yo, these guys are ready to step up to these kind of positions instead of going out there buying the player who's 100 million plus or whatnot. Like I remember also saying that we're the only club in it that haven't spent 100 million within this transfer window, and just any in terms of being the
Yeah.
big six as well. So right now, I think believe in the youth, And hopefully, I'll be happy with the Premier League run as well at the same time. That's the max I'd say in it, the highest I'd say point.
Challenge,
go for, challenge for the league. That's the max I'm expecting as well. Or like go far in the Champions League and don't get knocked out in the group stages like we have done in the last 6 years or so. Like go far into the knockout stages.
There's no
what I'm
group
saying.
stages now, isn't it? It's all
It's
tables.
a big,
Group
it's
stage,
a big group stage.
Obviously,
big
Man
group
United ain't played in the Champions League football a long time. You get me? You don't really know how it works nowadays. You know what I mean? I get it.
But you've never known how it works in your life. You've never known. You understand?
Listen,
No,
you
no,
can't
no.
miss what you've never had.
You might have been too nice to this kid out there, you know. You've been too nice. You never know how a Champions League works in your life. And you're telling me, yo, that's like Amar telling me how to drive and he don't have a license. Bro. I'm saying?
Man, I'm sending collateral shots, you know, man.
I'm sending shots. I don't care, bro. I've been
Just to
sending
make
shots.
just to make a point on that 100 mil signings, whatever, Man United have never made it or whatever. I just want to just quickly make a point on it. Like, you've got to remember, Manchester United have not been the club that can attract the £100 million players either. That's been Manchester City and Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? You haven't really been in the position where you're competing for the Premier League. You're a club that's going to win the Champions League or potentially. So I think if Manchester United stay in the Champions League, they're competing for the Prem, you guys will, without doubt, spend £150 million on a player.
But we're the biggest club in England. It's as simple as that. We have to. If we're in the Champions League, we are going to attract big players. Even when we were shit, we were in the mud. We still signed Casemiro, blood, one of the best midfielders in the world. We still signed. Oh, even last season, forget looking that far back, bro. We still signed one of the best right wingers in the league at the time, and one of the better left wingers in the league at the time, and a promising striker that Arsenal wanted, and so on and so forth. They all wanted him, bro. So we can't pretend like United ain't got pulling power. They've been
No, you
had pulling
definitely
power.
got pulling power. You definitely
But
got pulling power.
Champions League is a different ball game. You see, when you got that type of pulling power, that's when it's okay. But we've got a bad habit as a club of making it to Champions League, and then all of a sudden, I'm broke, baby.
Yeah.
That's what happens. But this is what can't happen now. We need to, I'll be honest with you, bro. I'm seeing a lot that I like from Carrick, but they need to back him, bro. These signings, 2 signings, they're good signings. Tillemans and Andre Santos, both man, never gonna cap for. They're good signings.
Yeah.
But to be at that level where you are competing, bro, we need to go and get the big boys in it. We need to get another midfielder. We need a left back, bro. I've been saying this for years, Fadu. I've been on to Luke Shaw and Dalot. Oh my God. 10 years deep and we haven't switched fullbacks, bro. 10 years,
mad.
bro.
It's mad.
And that's disgusting to me, bro.
I just think
the
that's
servants.
disgusting.
They view the servants now to the club.
Fuck that, bro, servants, bro. I ain't on that, man.
I think it's difficult for Man United to get rid of players because they're on such contracts where they're like you're seeing it with Rashford now. How many clubs, mate, I would love Arsenal to sign Marcus Rashford, but we are not going to pay him 325 grand a week. And he's not going to budge on it either. Do you know what I mean? So I think in terms of the reasons why people like Dalot, Shaw, these sort of players are still at the club is because, one, nobody wants them. And number two, like the wage demand,
No one's going to give him that money, bro.
No one's going to pay him that much money. But I think Tielemans is a massive signing for Man United. I think that's the sort of quality. Like, that's how Man United should look, because when Arsenal were rebuilding to get back to a certain level, it's not like we were signing 70, 80 million pound players. We were trying to find little gems, and we were trying to find players that will conform to the manager. And I think that's where Man United should definitely head in that direction.
Do you know what, Fadu? And I hear that, and I want to compare Tielemans to a certain signing that you made. And I know he never set the world alight, but I definitely think he was there in, building what Arsenal are now. Tielemans, for me, I could be wrong, you man tell me if I'm wrong, was like a Jorginho for Arsenal. See, when Jorginho went to Arsenal, I just feel like they then made that transition into becoming that second place solid. Do you know what I mean? And competing. And he was, I'll be honest with you, for me, I used to like Jorginho a lot, bro. Because he keeps the ball ticking, bro. He keeps the ball ticking. And he did come a little bit older, like Tielemans, bro. So for me, it's just that you need that level of comfortability on the ball, bro. and we've not had that for a while now in midfield, bro.
Mm.
Mate,
Bruno, I love him, but the
Tielemans
ball
is old, I
goes.
must be a fucking granddad. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Yo, he's
I'm
younger than
saying
me.
Tielemans
He's
is
in his
my age,
prime.
bro. Imagine
He's in his
that.
prime. He's had the best season of his career. I think.
Mhm.
I think Tielemans was a great signing for Man United. I think this is where Man United have got to be, signing these sort of quality players for cheap prices to keep building, building, building. I mean, 29 years old. He's in his prime, and he's going to walk straight into the Man United team,
Mm.
and he's going to bring his qualities. You don't have to hope he gets good. He is good. Do you know what I mean? And I
Facts,
think this
facts.
is definitely where United can build with experience and a mix of young players. Like obviously people like Kobe Mainu and whoever else, whatever other youngsters you have, I'm not too sure. But
Santos from Chelsea.
well, yeah, Santos, another decent player, can build through Man United's club. But I think you know what? I think United. I think it's definitely it's. I think top four for sure. I think you guys might just finish. You've got really good quality up top,
Go
but
City.
I think ones to watch for sure. I think the team to watch for sure is Chelsea. I don't think we're
Yeah,
really quite deep in how
same, you know.
good that team is. You know. People can say what they want about Cole Palmer. Listen, I rate Cole Palmer. I think my man's a baller, right? He's obviously played a season full of injuries, played with injuries, but I think Chelsea are the ones to watch. And because Xabi Alonso's a very good manager as well, he's a very good manager.
Mm.
So, but obviously, we all know who's going to be champions at the end of it. Anyway, come mate, it's going to be Arsenal, is it again? But
I'll be honest, United just won their first trophy of this season. We're going for all five. We just
Yeah,
won
yeah,
our
yeah, yeah.
pre-season, bro. We're
It's
going for
it's
the
equivalent to
five.
this. It's equivalent to this cup, fam. The Red Bull Cup, fam. What you want to call it? That's what
Nah,
it's
but
like, fam.
yo, I'm being real with you, yeah. I'm excited for this season like crazy, bro. Because for the first time in a really long time, obviously Pep's gone, and for me, I know Arteta's now the favorite to win it and whatever, and they're in the best position. Arsenal are in the best position, but for me, it's just blown wide open. Look, the whole league for me has just blown wide open. There's movement everywhere. You're saying Iraola go from Bournemouth to Liverpool. How is he going to do? There's storylines everywhere. Eddie Howe's left Newcastle. You know what I'm saying? All these other storylines. Xabi Alonso at Chelsea. United, Carrick first season. It's just, we don't know what to expect. And even with City, we're writing them off, bro. But they've still got killers up there, bro. They've still got killers. We don't know what Maresca's on, but they've got killers, bro. So, I'm really trying to get gas for this season, blood. You get me? I'm gassed. I can't wait for it. I don't know about you, man, bro.
Oi,
But yo,
Yeah. What were
I
you,
was
Jay?
just saying, my expectations, yeah, is I've always said it, boys. We're going for all four. Yeah. I'm not even taking the piss. We're going for quadruple. Champions League, back into it.
this is the same man who got knocked out by Grimsby. This is
Alright,
what I'm
listen,
saying,
now I'm
bro. This is
taking the
what
Grimsby
I'm
piss. I'm
ain't
taking,
around
saying.
no
I'm
more.
taking the piss. I'm taking the
They
piss. I'm taking
can't.
the piss.
Man United till I fucking die. That's all
I'm
I gotta
taking the
say
Whoa,
about
piss.
that.
whoa. I'm
I'm
saying
saying,
Grimsby aren't around no more. They actually kicked out
yeah,
the
yeah, they
Carabao
are.
Cup.
Yeah. They are.
Yeah.
They are.
I collapsed them myself, blood. You get me? But yo,
Nah,
Yeah, I can't
I,
give my prediction, blood.
I think it is going to be a very interesting season, but
Yeah.
it's just like I said for me, champions of England, Champions League finalists, you know, consistency, stability. All these new managers, you're asking a lot for them to come and win the Prem in their first season. Do you know
Mm.
what I mean? And I think just based off that, it's for me, it's just like you have obviously got clear favourites, which for me are obviously Arsenal.
yeah.
Anything can happen in football, but when I'm like I said, when I'm looking at the consistency, I'm just like, yeah, man, who's really going to challenge us? If Pep was still in the league, I'd be like, yeah, I don't know who's going to win it, but Pep's obviously not here no more, in it, so it's a bit like, okay, who's really going to step up and challenge Arsenal? Is it going to be
Mm-hmm.
Manchester United who have just finished Champions League for the first time in I don't know how long, maybe since Ten Hag's been there?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it going to be Chelsea who have just got a new manager? Is it going to be Areola whose first time is managing a massive club, massive expectations, and along comes with that is massive pressure? Do you know what I mean?
He's gonna
Massive
frost.
pressure. Look, you've seen it with Arne Slot one season. Obviously, I believe it was all Klopp DNA that won them that
Yeah,
league
facts,
that season,
facts.
and Mo Salah obviously having one of the greatest seasons of all time, Prem history. He's done a madness.
Freak
But
season, innit?
you know, the season after that, okay, maybe you're not going to win the league the season after that, but to drop off how bad they did, the league is not a joke. The Premier League is not a joke. So, yeah, man, it's just, have you guys got that habit of winning? I mean, there was that whole thing with my man that never cut his hair because you ain't won 5 games in a row. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal have done that about 5 times this season. Well, last season. Have you got
Yeah,
that
nah, I hear that.
consistency to really keep up? And you can't
You know-
just build that consistency overnight. Them habits of winning overnight. You lot know, you Man United fans, you've watched your team dominate. It comes over doing it over a period of time.
Mm.
So, just like I said, based off that, it's just for me, it's Arsenal just the clear favourites. And everyone else, it's a battle between you lot. Who's going to finish top 4?
Therefore, it just means whenever Arsenal do slip up, if they do, someone has to be ready to pounce on it. Someone has to be ready. I think.
All right, is Fred's above me right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're Arsenal.
He's just
That's all, man. I'm
I can't
United,
hear you
blood.
from the top, bro. I can't hear you from the
Yeah.
top. I'll be
You
honest.
can never, when you got connection like my man, you're not gonna hear me.
Man, I got that Somaliland connection, but it's all good.
Somaliland Hargeisa.
Yo, hold tight that banana and rice, cuz you get me.
Yo, I'm gonna have some of that tomorrow, man. I can't wait, man. It's gonna.
But you have it every day, bro. Stop lying.
No, I don't, man. I don't, fam. No.
Oh, he
I
lives on
switch
his
up.
ones, blood. He's
Yeah, I live
living
by
off
myself.
ketchup
I'm-
and pot noodles, blood.
Bro, and fish fingers, fam. I swear down, fam.
Mm.
It's deep.
Yeah,
I'm
you know
talking
what
to
it
you.
is, Hoyo. I can tell by them arms still.
You get me? Don't worry,
Man, a
fam.
wham, blood. Yo, man, a
Yo.
wham.
Oh my god, wallahi, you're built like a Mikado, blood.
Yo, I'm a grasshopping Mikado, fam. That's what I am, fam. You get me? And I'm bony as well at the same time. You get me?
That
One
United
elbow
top.
to someone's face is
Hey,
gone,
did I
fam.
give you that United top?
Nah. Do you got it for me for my birthday? But I think you
Yeah,
probably bought it from you.
that's a kid's 18 or
No.
something like that.
No. Okay, yeah, it probably isn't, to be honest. But guess who's at the back, though?
What is it saying, man?
Oh,
Ronaldo.
look at this, bro. The guy didn't even want to come back to your club, man. You get me?
Hey,
Like, bro.
listen. I'm gonna say this one time only.
Get another one.
Abdi's gonna put this clip in. You went to Old Trafford, blood, and
Yeah.
you said "Sue" when Ronaldo scored.
Bro,
Don't do
listen.
that here, because I got the Fred's team files, bro.
Listen.
Man, no one got the Fred's
End of
team
the
files.
day, I was amongst the Stretford enders, and I had to blend in. You get me? But
Wait, it was
My
against
God,
Arsenal,
man,
you know.
My
Bro,
guy,
listen.
imposter.
Ronaldo's obviously
Wait.
one of the greatest players of all time, and come
It
on.
was
now.
against Arsenal, bro.
Yeah, it is what it is, but it's Cristiano Ronaldo, isn't it? You get me? Like,
I've
yo.
never.
You get me? Bro, it was obviously for me I've watched Ronaldo live a few times, about 5 times in my life. Never
Yeah,
had
it's the
the
best
never
thing.
had the
Best thing.
never had the pleasure to watch Messi, obviously. But getting to watch Cristiano live, one day to be able to tell my kids, like, yo, kids, this guy you're watching on YouTube, I watched him with my own eyes. It's obviously you gotta be grateful, innit? Because he is
100%.
what he is, innit? He's one of the 2 greatest players of all time. But it's obvious, you know what I mean? So it's like a whoa, it's like a spectacle. Do you know what I mean? It's a shame that it was against my team, but you know, it is what it is, isn't it? You get me? But
Yo,
But
hey,
yes,
Jay, I've got
Cheese thing
a
ready.
quick question for you though.
go on.
Shout me.
Who do you think, genuinely, is going to be the standout performer in the Prem next season then?
Ooh, we're gonna do our prediction soon, you know, Fred.
Yeah, we're gonna go Saturday, bro. Saturday
You
morning.
know what? That is a great question.
Oh, shall we wait till Saturday then? Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna
I'm
land
saying
Fred's.
we're gonna get everyone's predictions. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes, yes.
I'm
We're
gonna have
gonna-
a certain category where, a certain format that will just be like bare different categories, and it will be like best performer, top assister, top goal scorer, most underrated team, dark horses. It's gonna be a few, so I got that ready for the man. Them, you get me?
Like I said,
Oh.
Fred's, if you can't make on the Saturday morning, we'll jump online in it and we'll get your
Yeah.
predictions in it that way as well in it, and then
Yeah,
we'll post it
yeah.
as well, innit? So we can follow it throughout the season as well. So
Yeah.
I want your
Standard,
hot take though.
standard.
I want one hot take from you right now, blood. Give me a hot take. Hot take.
bro.
Yeah, you gotta finish the show on a hot take.
You're
Gotta
here
finish
now.
the show on a hot take.
My hot take is that
Oh, he's gonna say something stupid, but
Gyökeres is going to win the Golden Boot. Ah! He came from Sweden where the girls are very nice. He dumped his
Oh,
girlfriend
my
to play red and white. He's scoring goals with a cannon on his chest. His name is Victor Gyökeres. Da 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 da. Nah, but you know
Now
what
I'm
it
gonna
is.
insert the screenshot of where Fred said he's fucking shit to me the other day. I'm gonna.
You know what? You know what? Let me speak. Let me speak on Gyökeres a second, because you know what? He's
Go
been
on.
getting corned online. He's been getting
He's
destroyed online, and it's
I
by
bet
Arsenal
man
fans.
Cisco in it. They
Bro,
want
weirdos.
Cisco.
Look. I was having this literal conversation with all these men in the chat that I'm with, right? Look, Sesko's a great footballer, no doubt, no doubt. But we bought Gyökeres to win now. Now, I don't believe Sesko, who wasn't even a regular starter at Man United, was gonna come and help Arsenal win the Prem. It's not even so much about technical ability, because Sesko, like, he's clear of Gyökeres in technical ability, 100%. But it's mentality that matters. Now, Victor Gyökeres has won back-to-back titles with Sporting. He's come to Arsenal. We've just won the Premier League after 22 years. He scored 21 goals in that season. There's a pattern. It's not coincidence. Do you know what I mean? It's mentality. I'm not gonna sit here and say Gyökeres is the best striker in the world. He's, he is what he is. It's hard to watch sometimes.
It's fucking
But
shit.
He's
at
a
the same time,
mid-table striker. That's for me. That's the best
look,
way I
look.
can describe him.
At the same time, I always say you can't ask a monkey to swim and you can't ask a fish to climb a tree. Do you know what I mean? You've got to play to get the best out of Gyökeres. You've got to play to his strengths. He's not a complete total footballer. Somebody like who I'd really love at Arsenal is João Pedro from Chelsea. He's
He's
a very
cold.
complete footballer. He's a complete striker. He can do it all, hold it up, take man on, create goals,
Tech
scores
as well.
goals. Do you know what I mean? He's got mad tech. But at the end of the day, Victor Gyökeres came and did what we signed him to do, and it simple as that. He came, we won the league. If we can go and get someone like Julian Alvarez in, great, no worries. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy with it. But the disrespect that Arsenal fans are showing him online, every little thing they're analysing, every little thing they're criticising, and you know what it is, truthfully? It's because their boyfriend Havertz, they know, and
Oh,
like
you onto
when it comes down to it, like there's like a split of the fan base. There's a part of the fan base that rates Havertz, and there's part of the fan base that says, you know what, he's not good enough. And that other side of the fan base just can't accept it. That, you know what, he's actually not good enough. He's
Yeah.
not good enough to lead the Arsenal line. To be good enough to lead and I'm not saying that Gyökeres is either. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that Gyökeres is amazing, but Havertz isn't amazing either.
Yeah.
But for these lot, it's like Havertz is the messiah, and Gyökeres is this like dog shite footballer. But then at the same time, it's like Havertz is not that great either. Havertz is also a donkey. Havertz is not reliable. Havertz is also someone that there's a lot of things that he does right, but the most important thing for a striker is, do you put the ball in the back of the net? And that's what a striker's judged on. Now, like I said, I know Gyökeres' technical ability it's very, very low, but that man is a goal scorer. And that man scores goals. Even last season, he scored goals. There's all this thing about, oh, we would have won the league without him. Listen, let me give the reality. Havertz was injured all season. Marino was injured all season.
Yeah.
All the pressure dropped just on Gyökeres. And you know that man was available every single game. Every single game. Even when he's tired, he's playing 90 minutes. He's giving it 100%. And you know what it is sometimes? You got to respect that aspect of it as well. That the man's giving 110% every single game. And when you're not playing to the man's strengths, right? How good is the guy going to look? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But towards the back end of the season, right? And I don't know whether you guys saw, when we did start to play a bit more towards Gyökeres' strengths, early passes, early releases, putting the ball in
in
channels,
behind, innit?
falling behind. He looked like a different footballer. Like, I watched Gyökeres bully the whole Atletico Madrid back line by himself when we beat them in the Champions League. He was our best player over them two legs. But are these Havertz fans going to admit it? No. No, of course they're not going to admit it. You have to play with someone like Gyökeres, because he's so limited at what he's good at. You have to play to his strengths.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, you can't ask a monkey to swim, and you can't ask a fish to climb a tree. But we're expecting a Havertz out of him, and he's not a Havertz sort of striker. He's a killer in the box. You seen when he scored certain goals, like against Fulham when he scored a brace, that was a killer striker. When he scored against Spurs, that was touch bang killer striker. Mate, Havertz, he gets in front of goals and you don't even know whether he's going to score or not. And I do not have that feeling when it comes to Gyökeres. I know when Gyökeres gets a chance or a half chance, it's in the back of the net.
You know, with Haaland though, like Haaland's a killer, innit? Like he intends to
Yeah.
kill. Gyökeres, like he kills man by accident, but he does step overs, kicks man in the tee, you know.
But
He
H, look who we're
kills man by
talking about here
accident.
though.
Nah, but he
It's
scores goals. But he
Haaland.
scores goals.
H, it's
Yeah,
Haaland. He's generational. Who can
of
you
course.
compare to Haaland? Do you know what I
True.
mean? He's a
My boy
generational
Mbappe, blood.
striker. You've never really seen nothing like Haaland before. He's a cyborg. But then at the same time, he's getting umpteen amount of chances and chances and chances per game. I was looking at a stat earlier. Victor Gyökeres had 55 shots this season, and 26 or 27 of them were on target or something like that. And he scored 14 goals from them. And Haaland had 129 shots.
Yeah,
129, bro.
That's
And
mad.
most of the time, Haaland's getting the least touches in the Man City team. You see, all the time they come like least touches on the pitch. Haaland's normally the one that's got the least touches. But Man City create such an overload of chances for him that, mate, he is going to score 25 goals, 30 goals a season because he's a
100%.
killer as well. Do you know, he's a killer. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to just sit there and compare anyone to Haaland because this guy's a joke.
That's true.
Gyökeres was playing in a team. I watched my team every single game last season, but we played awful. You lot know we played awful. The pundits said, look at the sort of football they're playing. Most of our they're talking about XG and all this and that. Most of our XG came from our corners. We were playing for set pieces. Like,
that's a real shit. That's a real shit.
you know,
That's what I'm saying.
you know,
Home truths. Home truths.
you know how many times I watched Arsenal last season? You can ask anyone what I was saying that the way we're playing, this is not Arsenal football. And then when you're only getting a one half decent chance a game and you're expecting the striker to score it, you know, it
Yeah.
doesn't work like that. You know, the only man
Mhm.
I've ever seen that would get one chance and score straight away is Cristiano Ronaldo. Simple. It's simple as that. That man needed one chance, bang, back of the net.
Same
But
though.
in the last few years, so let's say the last 4 years, Arsenal's XG has been the lowest it's been under Arteta. And you know, people just deny all this stuff like as if it's not true. And at the end of the day, it makes sense. Odegaard's not at his best. Saka's playing with bacon hamstrings. Do you know what I mean? They were our two most creative players.
Kill
Saka
him,
was normally
hamstring, kill
getting
him.
double digits in goals and assists, right? And last season he got 7 goals and 5 assists. Martinelli got 1 goal last season in the Prem. Chazard got like 5 goals, 5 assists. I think Odegaard got 6 assists. And then you're expecting the striker to score 30 plus goals when this is what we're working
Yeah.
with right now. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? This is why we had to rely on our defense because Mikal said it in an interview himself. I know that I don't have the players to score 30 goals a season. Who's going to do it? The only one that was probably capable of doing it was Saka, but obviously that injury, torn hamstring, it's like a career ender. Do you know what I mean?
You know
So
what's mad? You gave a lot of home truths there. Going into this
Hey,
season, are you still confident?
look, it's like
Forget. You know what, Fad? Forget all of the external factors about other teams, right? Just only on Arsenal because you've said a lot there in terms of how what you basically lack in it.
yeah, of course, of course, of course. But then
So
it brings.
carry on,
Sorry,
go on.
sorry, bro. Carry on. My bad.
No, I'm saying that concern that you didn't have, surely it must be there because of those reasons that you've given. Do you get what I'm saying?
Look, I think a lot of the way we played last season came from the fact that we finished second 3 times in a row,
And you
and
get the job done.
we just had to get the job done. I think naturally, when you've finally done something, just like anything in life, when you've finally done it, it's like you've got a bit more confidence now. You got more
Mm,
swagger. Do you know what I mean? You're coming into the games as not just the team, not the bridesmaid. You're coming in as we're the champs. We're the
mm.
champions of England. Do you know what I mean? We're the Champions League finalists. We took PSG, the best team in the world, all the way to penalties. Do you know what I mean? So we're gonna have a different swagger coming into games. There's not that thing in the back of our head anymore that we're gonna finish second, we're gonna slip up. We've done it. We've achieved what we set out to achieve, and
Yes.
it just gives you that extra little bit of oomph. You know what I mean? I think I think some Arsenal legend, maybe Thierry and a few other like Bergkamp, etc., spoke about this because it's not the first time Arsenal have finished second 3 times in a row. So 99, 2000, 2001, Arsenal finished second 3 times in a row. And then in 2001, 2002 season, Arsenal eventually won it. And then it did give them that extra confidence and that extra swagger that they wanted, you know what I mean? And obviously Wenger ball was just unbelievable in it. But yeah, I do think that we're going to play a different brand of football. And Mikal said it after the PSG game that he does want to, you know, approach the game more like PSG.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
You know what? I hope so because I want to see it for the league, innit? I want to see good football, bro. Like I want to see Arsenal back playing how they normally do. You know, the Wilshere goal. Everyone knows how silky movement, ball in the
yeah,
back of the net. That's what Arsenal's known for. Do you get me?
yeah.
I want to see that
I need
again, man.
Giroud back up front, blood.
But we were also known for not winning the league, bro. We was also known for bottling.
Recent times.
We were also known for being bullied in games, losing 8-2, losing
Yeah.
6-0. You can't do that. You can't do that to Arsenal no more.
I hear it.
We've took a different approach now. We've chosen physicality and power over finesse and flair.
Based
But we've
based
got to
on what
find that we got to find that balance.
balance.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But honestly, like I said, I'm looking forward to the season. I'm looking forward to seeing Saka back at his best. Because Saka back at his best, there's no better winger in the league. Let's just keep it like
Right now, yeah.
With
definitely.
Salah gone as well, yeah.
Yeah, Salah's gone. Saka gets back to his best. He's a demon. He's one of the best wingers in the world. I think you got Declan Rice there. For me, best midfielder in the Prem, hands down. Best midfielder in the world for me, hands down. He's just an animal for me. Do you know what I mean?
Bruno Fernandes.
Mate, look, Hoyo, look. Let me just break it down to you. Bruno Fernandes, great.
And we're gonna end it right there, guys.
Bruno Fernandes, great attacking midfielder, no doubt. But when Ruben Amorim played him in a 3-4-3 and he had to play central midfield, where he had to do everything, Man United fans were asking him to be sold to Saudi, right?
That's not him, bro. Ask Declan Rice.
If you put Declan Rice in that team, your team would have flourished because that guy is an animal, mate. He's an animal.
Modric is the best midfielder, arguably one of the best midfielders, of all time. What is he doing under Amorim right now?
Yeah, but
shit.
Mate,
Anyone
just
under
a
Amorim,
shit,
you
man.
need to understand. I seen
41,
Amorim the
bro.
other day in Jam Job, blood. He was just posted. Yeah,
I heard he was serving everyone at Jam Jar.
Yes, bro. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Serving L's by the looks of it, like he's doing now at Milan.
Caught him at Rasnor the other day as well. You want a lambuna, brother? Asking for a lambuna, man's bringing me out flipping fish curry, blood.
Yeah, I'm saying,
3-4-3 formation.
that's what I'm saying, man. This shit. But yo, we gotta wrap this up,
Yeah,
though.
we gotta wrap this up, and should we do intros? Because we didn't do intros and introduce Fredz in it, so we'll do that in it. And if you
And
guys
then
wanna
edit it
introduce
in,
Fredz,
yeah?
edit it in at the start. Yeah, we'll do that. So who wants to introduce Fredz?
I'll introduce him.
Go on then.
Yo, we've had a 6 session talking ball, talking Arsenal, United, talking expectations, all of that. Hated a few on Liverpool and, you know, Spurs and Chelsea and whatnot. But Fahad, thanks for coming on. We're going to see a lot more of him. Do you get me this
I
season,
appreciate you for
inshallah.
having me, bro. Appreciate you for having me. Trust me.
Love and guidance, boy, then. Beat the press.
Just need to sort that Somaliland connection out, innit? And
This
That
one.
one day is sticky.
खत्म बाय बाय टाटा गुड बाय